Today is a beautiful day. I hope everybody has a good weekend. It's hot outside, but it's like a little breeze. Like, I'm so thankful for this breeze. And like, oh, we got stuff falling out already, y'all. See what we got. These cards talking already. Y'all know how I do. I shuffle and get right to it. So fast forward like the next 2 minutes or so if you need to. That way you can get straight to the point. As usual, please excuse the background. I'm outside. People are enjoying themselves, enjoying their life. So if you need to adjust the volume or something like that, you can go ahead and do that, just in case. All right, y'all, give me a second, okay? I'll just fast forward if you need to, but I do shuffle before I read in front of everybody. So I shuffled. This is not something that I laid out and made up myself. There's no script or anything like that. All right. So we got this card. We got Justice, the Devil, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Let's scoop this up so everything can be on the screen. Two of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm picking up on, y'all, is with this Justice card here and the Devil together, it feels like some kind of crooked authority figure or something like that, that's making some kind of love offer to somebody. So for some of you, with this Ace of Cups here, you could be meeting somebody new and they could be giving you some kind of love offer. Now, mind you, y'all, these readings, it could be past, present, or future. So also, I wanted to say that, please, y'all, if you know me personally and you watch my readings, it does not mean that my readings are about you specifically. If you need a personal reading, you can come and ask me, or it's okay to go to somebody else. That's okay with me. But please don't get on a general reading and think that these readings that I put online are specifically about you. Like, I have enough going on in my life and things that I look forward to in my own life. So I don't have time to be worried about a specific person or what they doing or what they got going on. Like, it's billions of people in the world, that got stuff going on, and I always use the example of, um, a lot of people could be on the same timeline, at the same time. For instance, um, I'll use the example of a pregnant woman. There could be several pregnant women at the same time. They're on the same timeline, pregnant at the same time. I'm just saying it as an example so that people can understand. Like, no specific person is taking the time out of their day to specifically gear their life towards yours or that, I don't know why I was like called to say that because I think, like that happens to a lot of tarot readers or, anybody, that does spiritual work or, where you could have access to somebody's energy. Like me personally, I don't pull cards on people if they are not there. I don't pull cards on people without their permission, things like that. Like, I don't have time. I got other stuff to do and I just be busy. And being at peace is, to me, being busy. I'm busy having peace in my life. So I just wanted to get that out, you know. But somebody, yeah, like I said before, with this Justice and the Devil next to each other, somebody could have either be dating a crooked authority figure or um, somebody that was supposed to come give you a love offer, like a new love offer, or in the future, somebody is going to have a crooked authority figure or somebody pretending like they work for the justice system come give you some type of love offer. Somebody is just being nosy. They want to know what's going on in your life so that they can go back and be able to tell a group of people what you have going on. So be careful out there, y'all. Be careful what you share with people, because sometimes, you think people intentions are good, and, you know, sometimes you will have somebody out there that is just completely focused on your life instead of focusing on their own life. So be careful out there. Watch what you say. If you don't feel completely comfortable around somebody, or you feel like something is wrong, follow your intuition. Your intuition is not going to steer you the wrong way. If you feel like something is wrong, maybe it's not happening right now. Maybe it could be something that could happen a month from now, 2 months from now, a year from now. So pay attention to your intuition. Everybody is born with intuition. Um, now you do have people who intuition may be a little bit stronger than others, and that's okay. We all got different gifts and talents. Because I know for sure I can't play no instrument, or, I tried, in my younger years, but that doesn't mean that I'm, supposed to be playing an instrument. I have my own gifts and talents, but definitely be careful. Um, be careful what you're investing in, because somebody could just be coming along just because they want to see what you're investing in, or try to pay attention to your money or something like that. But I feel like you're one of those people, you like to get up and like get things on your own. You don't like to ask people for much. So you try to do things on your own. You may have people in your energy that is like uh purposely trying to deplete your finances so that you need them, which yeah, that's not good. So if you do have like some crooked authority or something like that that's purposely trying to mess up your money to try to see, oh, let's mess up this person's money to see what they'll do if they're actually in need. This is like some type of setup energy. It feels like to me, like mess up this person's money to see what they'll do um, if they get in a bind, and let's try to set them up. So say for instance, if collective, if you had a job and then all of a sudden you lost your job, there's some crooked authority or crooked people around you that wants you to be around a specific love interest that's going to pretend like they have love for you just to see how you are going to make your money, or um, something like that, y'all. So be careful out there. Um, I'm also picking up on somebody wants you to be like addicted to something that's not really good for you. So definitely pay attention to where you are like investing your money. It's like with somebody is definitely crooked. One second, y'all. The wind is just, when I said that, then the wind just started blowing so hard. Somebody is definitely crooked out here. So be careful. And for another set of you, you are going to be receiving oh, one second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So, um, yeah, somebody's pretending to be like, husband, boyfriend, wife, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, significant other, just to see how, um, somebody makes their money. So be careful out there, y'all. And then before I had stopped the reading, um, I saw this squirrel like um fall out of a tree, and it's like it hit the ground, and it's like it had a stick inside of his stomach. and it hurried up and got up and ran off, y'all. So I'm hoping that has absolutely nothing to do with the collective, but it's like when I saw it, it made me think of somebody like falling over the balcony or um something like that, or like it's like, you know how people fall and then something is down at the bottom, and maybe it's not the sharpest thing at the bottom, but because of the fall, it's sharp enough to be able to actually go through the person. Like, yeah, either that or I need to stop watching so many horror movies. One of the two. I hope that doesn't happen to nobody, y'all. Like I felt so bad for that squirrel. So I'm trying to hold the cards, y'all, because it got a little windy. But yeah, okay. So um, on a positive note, I feel like this is for another set of y'all. Um, on a positive note, um, some of y'all have a new love offer coming in, and this person is going to want to build with you, not take from you. So it's like, if right now, like collective, if you're in a relationship where you have to absolutely like kind of do everything, or like you always have to foot the bill, you're going to run into somebody um who is willing to take that burden off of you. Because I feel like even, you know, men should be, treated sometimes too, just like women should be treated sometimes too. It doesn't always have to be the man buying roses and stuff like that, or it doesn't always have to be, you know, the woman that's always, doing everything. Like that's a stressful situation. That's not love. Like that's somebody using somebody. Um, yeah. So y'all take care of yourselves out there and make sure, you don't have to settle for less, or you don't have to settle for something that you don't like. Um, Things like that. So as far as your love life, you're definitely going to be receiving justice for that. You're going to run into somebody who is um, like absolutely obsessed with you. And for some of you, you could have a partner that was like addicted to the wrong things. You could have had a partner who was addicted to always like being in new relationships, or having a whole bunch of partners because maybe they felt like they were a player or something like that. I don't know. It's like, if you're not like a corn star or something like that, like besides a disease or something down the line, what actually are you going to get out of having a whole bunch of partners and wasting a whole bunch of people's time? I don't know, but everybody is on a different path. Um, Eventually, we all supposed to grow up and realize. Um, anyway, I'm not even gonna go there. It's like one of those things. If you mentally and emotionally mature enough, you'll understand what I'm saying without me having to even have to explain all of that. So I'm just gonna go on to the next thing. Like, it got real breezy. I'm trying to hold these cards so they don't blow away on us. I'm like, geez, am I supposed to get this message out or not today? Like, it's the whole time I've been fighting with these cards. Okay, so what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? We got Five of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, King of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and Ace of Wands. Y'all, so for some of y'all out there, somebody just likes to somebody just likes to fight a lot. Somebody, come bring you with this page of pentacles here, bring you this itty bitty, tiny little love offer, and try to have you stuck in your head, not knowing whether you should go left or right. But they feel like with this King of Pentacles here, they should be treated like a king. And it's like this person feels like, or whoever this is for you collective, this person feels like, you know, somebody is happy with this. Somebody actually feels like they're doing the right thing. Only thing they have to offer you is just a wand. That's it. That's all they got to offer. And, that can go both ways. Sometimes you can run into somebody like, men can also run into somebody, a woman, and the only thing she got to offer is just a taco, like that's not enough. That's not enough. People need to be on the same page. Like, if you have one person that's business minded, or, one person that says, I prefer to work a 9 to 5, okay, at least the both of you are trying to, you may be going from point A to point B in a different way, but at least you're trying to get to point B. What does not mesh together well is when you got one person that is business minded, or one person that is doing a 9 to 5, and then the other person is just pretty much expecting you to pick up all the slack. And the only thing they got to offer is just a wand or a taco. That's not enough. That's not enough. Like, that's not even a relationship then at that point. That's just, you know, that's like a little sneaky link or something like that. Like, that's not even a relationship. But if that is what you want, if you at a time in your life where you feel like, you don't want to be in a relationship, and you feel like, that's all you want is a wand or the taco, then that's absolutely fine, because I don't judge nobody. I don't know what nobody been through or what made them get to that point. People could get a divorce and they don't want to be in another relationship or something like that, so I'm definitely not judging. I'm just saying, if you are in a serious relationship, or you are looking forward to, you know, um, looking forward to being in a serious relationship, and you feel like the other person is not taking you serious, or the other person is like breadcrumbing you in some kind of way, or you feel like the other person is just giving you false promises with this 7 of Cups here, then definitely go ahead and move around, collective. Like, I can't tell you what to do, but it's like, the sooner you're with somebody that is more like-minded towards you, and they're not making false promises and stuff like that, and they're actually doing what they're saying, and their actions and their words match, until then, that's not a real relationship. That's a sneaky link, and you have to treat it as such, like a sneaky link. So, what else is going on here? Hold on, y'all. The wind started blowing. Oh, and I'm also being told to say, it's a different story if, it's like some kind of job loss, or something like that. Like, if something bad happened or something like that, then that's a different story. Um, if you have, okay, for instance, for an example, um, like husband and wife, or however the dynamic of the relationship is. So I'm not just saying husband or wife, but masculine and feminine energy, I'll say. So if somebody loses a job or something like that, and um, they're trying to get another one, you know, don't let that turn into 5 years of, oh, I'm looking for a job. Like, the actions and the words are not matching at all. Because if you can't find a specific job or something like that, maybe a job is not for you. Maybe the higher power is trying to tell you need to start a business or something like that. Like, and you can start working on that. If that don't work, then try something else. It's like no reason for nobody to sit there and just be, using somebody else or leeching off of somebody else. Get up and do something. Like, if you're still alive, get up and do something. Don't let your life waste away. 1 second, y'all. And I'm also picking up on with this King of Pentacles here. Um, yeah, well, never mind. I'm being told not to even say that. Okay. Um, Somebody just need to get their stuff together. You know, it's like the most beautiful thing when you have, you know, have your own, you know, a job of your own, a business of your own, a husband, wife of your own, or what else? So we have Temperance, the Sun, the Lovers, and then my ring almost slipped off. So somebody could be taking off their ring. Um, Somebody could be married and they could be seeing we got the Ten of Swords out here. So somebody could be purposely like taking off their ring or something like that when they go places, like pretending like they're not married or something like that. It's like then when they get home, it's like they pretend like they in the most perfect relationship. And with this Nine of Swords, the other person knows what's happening here, even if they don't say anything. Sometimes, sometimes people think because a person is not speaking up on a certain situation that they don't know what's going on. That's not the case. But what's going to happen here, collective, is if that is you in that situation, you're going to actually end up running into a King of Wands. And I know people don't feel the best about the King of Wands, but I'm talking about like a King of Wands in the upright. Somebody who's a leader, somebody who is not going to betray you, somebody who is not going to pretend to be a leader. Because what you have here, if you have a feminine energy, and they always have to take the lead. They always have to make decisions. They always have to come up with the finances. They always have to come up with everything. Then that feminine energy is going to start looking at that masculine energy as like, I'm not going to say that either, but y'all know what I'm getting at. So, if you are, consider yourself the masculine energy, you definitely want to step into your power. It's like the wind is blowing, so I'm trying to talk a little bit louder for y'all. So, it's not, uh, so the wind is not completely drowning out my voice. But if you do consider yourself a masculine energy, then you definitely want to step up into your position, because what's going to happen here is um you're going to have a masculine energy here feeling like they got betrayed, and the feminine energy is going to go find somebody else that balances y'all. Somebody having a hard time speaking about something, because I don't stutter or anything like that. But what's going to happen here is somebody is going to um move forward, and they're going to end up finding somebody that balances them out and makes them happy, and like doesn't have them stressed out at night by themselves. And collective, if you are one of those people who has been going through something like that, somebody new is definitely getting ready to come along. And with the first cards on the table for a set of you, besides the crooked officials, somebody may end up running into uh a police officer or something like that. Like you could be dating some kind of authority figure or something like that, but they're going to be somebody that's positive in your life. What else is going on? Yeah, so don't give up on love. Don't let nobody make you think that love is not out there. Love is definitely out there. There's somebody for everybody out there. You just have to choose whether you want to be loved or not the right way. Because like I can't stand when people say, all men are the same or all women are the same. No, it's all men and women are not the same. Those are the men and women that you keep choosing. There's good people still out there. It absolutely is. One second, y'all. And I'm also picking up on somebody is going to end up betraying a King of Wands energy. What is going on with this betrayal here with this Ten of Swords? What's going on with this betrayal here? We got Page of Wands, the Tower, Nine of Wands, the Moon, Six of Wands, and Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's like somebody is walking right into a disaster or something. Somebody is like keeping something a secret. Somebody is keeping a secret from somebody. And it's like somebody is going to let somebody walk into some kind of trap, or some kind of trap of some sort. It's like, yeah, whoever is doing this, it's like whoever this is happening to, when the person who keeps setting these traps and just sitting back and watching, this deception, this person feels like they get some kind of victory out of this. So y'all definitely protect your energy.